There's this narrative that's out there, and I see a lot of people seem to believe in it blindly, and it's basically that whole thing of like, if you wanna get by, in life right now, like you gotta be a clever, you must steal, cheat, be conniving, you know, lie, you know, just like all these negative, attributes. Okay, and there's a lot of people that are quite supportive of this. People like who've been screwed in the past. People who've actually gotten their way with cheating and whatnot. And these are people that will like let hey, blah, everybody's being a wisest, be like this. But when I look into the world, bro, I see the opposite. When I look into the world, in real life, all I see is the opposite of that. Okay, and when I look into the world, bro, I just see the opposite of that. And I want you to also try this. Just try to pay attention, because what I've come to see is that goodness and kindness and basically positivity is what always gets the right rewards. It always brings in good favorable winds in your direction. You know what I'm saying? And I know one might argue that, oh no, there's a lot of negativity that's going on, in the world right now. It's a cutthroat, eat or be eaten type situation. But honestly, if that's all you're paying attention to, I guess that's all you're gonna see. But if you look at, it in a different light, you will see that, it is kindness, it is goodness that is rewarded. All right, even in a job setting, right? You don't get hired because you brought up the skills. You mentioned that you are conniving, you're a good thief, you steal, and all of that. Like all those all those traits are what people do not want in any setting, right? And it is just proof to tell you that we don't operate, under these type of rules or energy, but rather we operate under positivity, because it is only through togetherness that we can achieve goals and whatever else there is that you're trying to accomplish. So I've come to the conclusion that obviously television and all these other things, social media, they've made it so cool to be bad. They've made it so cool to do all these wrong things, but that's just cool when you see it like that. But when you step into the real world, okay, and once you step into the real world, man, you will realize that you don't want to hurt. Okay, you don't want to be hurt. You don't want to be lied to. You don't want to be cheated. You don't want any of these things happening to you, right? And if you naturally have these feelings, right, there is no way that we live in a society that rewards it. I'll give you an example for work settings, right? Even in every other aspect of life, it works the same way. When you get to a job, before they hire you, you have to put your best foot forward. Okay, they'll hire you at a job because first of all, you have the skill for what it is what is required, and also maybe you have really good qualities about you. Maybe you're a team player. You're kind. You go the extra mile. You know how to fight. For the greater good. Those elements typically is what brings people progress in life, right? That's what will bring about promotions, good relationships, good references, all these positive things, right? And if that's true, why would you want to be the opposite of that? Why would you want to be the one thing that no human being wants, which is negativity? Like, think about it, man. Now I know you're probably thinking, but I know people, or I know somebody, who has done all these negative things and it has worked for them, right? And I know from afar it looks like these guys are in control. It looks like they are outsmarting people. But here's the thing, right? The world has these laws, and these laws have actually nothing to do with religion, although a lot of them have been tied with religion. But here's the thing, man. If you're going around cheating people and doing all these things, yes, you are getting what you want, but just know that the way the world works, man, the way our universe works, man, like the energy you put in is the energy you're gonna get out. So these guys are actually not smarter. They just, they are creating, a lot of negativity that are gonna follow them, and they won't even know when it's gonna hit, because whatever you put in, it's coming back. All right. Whatever energy you put into the world is coming right back. But there's a thing about that statement that they don't really tell you, is that when you put in good energy, okay, good energy operates different than negative energy. I know people say that bad news travels faster and all of that, but I'm here to tell you that when it comes to acts, right, when you move in a way that's selfless, I'm not saying now you're a saint, no, but like if you find yourself doing a lot for others, in every way, shape or form, and it's coming from the heart, I'm here to tell you that there is a reward in that. It's not a reward that's like a direct, it's not a transaction where like I did this and then that's what I get. No, that's not the type of reward you get from that, right? Okay, it's not the type of reward that you were thinking. All right, in fact, this thing is meant to be more like a practice. It's meant to be a way of life, right? And when you live that way, right, there are all these benefits that it might take a while for you to be fully aware of them, but there is so much, that you gain from just I'm not saying, okay, the hobo guy that you give to or whatever. Yes, that is that. But I'm just talking about not the obvious selfless. I'm talking about acts where you know that you're doing this, from the goodness of your heart, and maybe even the other person doesn't even have to know. Like, I'm telling you, that brings so much. Like, there is protection that is involved. There is a lot that you'll be spared from. There is so much good that's going to produce. And I'm here to tell you that even the way you think you get rewarded isn't even how it happens, okay? Because you might think, oh, okay, I did this, so my change is going to be something else. No. You can be rewarded way beyond your act of goodness. And that's the best part about making it a practice in your everyday life now, because you're literally subscribing to have protection, safety, good luck, as some people would like to say. Like, there's a lot that's gonna go good in your direction, and you will not even be aware of it, that all of these things are all tied to these little acts that I do, and I'm here to tell you that once you are fully aware of this law of the universe, right? Because there will literally come a time, right, where you're going to start spotting it. You're going to start seeing like all the good things happening in your life. You're going to start picking up that, ooh, this is from the thingy, my selflessness, thingy, way of living, or just my kindness to humanity. Like, it's insane. Once you get to that state, it's almost like you the clever now, because now you know that you don't even do this for people, but you come to the realization that there's all these rewards that you get, and when you get to that point, trust me, it's gonna become like a monthly subscription where you make sure that every month you pay your subscription fee and you get all these rewards. Listen, I know I've kept you here for some time here, but in a nutshell, what I was trying to say is that don't do anything to anyone that you don't want them to do to you. That is everything that all these minutes of me talking. That's that, man. Just, basically treat people the way you want to be treated. That is it. You don't have to think too deep, okay? You've been hurt, you've been played, all of that, fine. But how do you want people to treat you? And as long as you want people to treat you in a certain way that is positive, then you have your answer, man. You do that and that's your change. Okay? So Josh, please, one time.
Preserve the good times and replay, but it's the mistakes that I'm trying to rectify. Should I could rewind and retry and get it right? But all that bullshit is just wishful thinking. I'ma keep my chin up and stay optimistic. Hey. Moving up so fast we catch the reruns. I been so deep that shit been knee high. Ain't about that bullshit leave that behind. I been chasing money so every ride. Moving up so fast we catch the reruns. I been so deep that shit been knee high. Ain't about that bullshit leave that behind. I been chasing money so every ride. I been thinking all day, no. Reminiscing all day, no. I been on my zone all day long. I been